Your Excellency, thank you very much for supporting and hosting this 29th National MSME Clinic. And also thank you for the very excellent preparations that you've made for the success of this MSME Clinic. I bring you all the warm felicitations of Mr. President, President Muhammadu Buhari, who has made MSMEs a priority for his administration because they are an engine of growth for the economy and because they account for almost half of national income and 3/4 of the jobs created in our country. Given our determination to support our countrymen and women who run small businesses, we have held MSME clinics in at least 28 states of the Federation. The MSME Clinic is an opportunity for small businesses to meet with regulatory agencies such as NAFDAC, the Corporate Affairs Commission, the SON, SMEDAN, Bank of Industry, etc., so that they can get to know what the problems of small businesses in this state are, and the small businesses themselves can benefit from the advice and, in some cases, the help of some of these regulatory agencies. We have explained to the regulatory agencies that they are meant to be facilitators of business, facilitators of trade, not obstacles to trade, which is why we bring them to every state where we have an MSME clinic so that they can interact with the businesses themselves. In the course of running the clinics, we noticed that in addition to their requests for a more friendly regulatory environment, MSMEs also wanted to be supported in terms of production facilities which were lacking or too expensive. And this is how the idea of supporting MSMEs by providing at least one shared facility in every state of the Federation came up. This is also why the President approved the shared facility scheme for MSMEs as part of the MSME Clinics program. And I'd like to spend a bit of time explaining the whole concept of shared facilities. A shared facility is a place where the government provides various equipment and machines for a particular type of trade. These are usually very expensive industrial type equipment and machines. They are usually too expensive for any small business to buy. So what government does is that it invests in buying the equipment and in providing the space for the facility. And that facility is located in an area where there is a cluster of that trade or business, or a place where there are many people who are engaged in the particular trade or business. The idea is that such people can then have access to the use of the machines and equipment in that facility. In this way, government assists many people involved in the same trade with machines and equipment that they would not otherwise have been able to buy themselves. To do this, the federal government partners with interested states, the Bank of Industry, Nexim Bank, and the private sector. And the particular trade or business to be supported is chosen in collaboration with the state government and relevant MSME stakeholders. In 2021 alone, work has commenced on the development of 10 such facilities across the states of the Federation to complement those previously commissioned in Anambra, in Benue, and Lagos. In Benue State, we built a 200,000 capacity yam storage facility at the Zaki Biam International Yam Market, which is the largest yam market in Africa and possibly in the world. In Lagos State, we built the Eco MSME Fashion Hub 1 around Allen Avenue, which services about 300 tailors and fashion designers daily. The Anambra State facility is in Ogbunike, Oyi. It's a shoemaking facility with industrial equipment and machines within close proximity of the Anambra Shoemakers Cluster. The Edo State facility is a woodwork carpentry and cabinet making facility located within the Edo Production Center in Benin City. And we are, by the grace of God, opening that center in Edo State on Friday the 17th, which is this Friday, 2021. There is also the Kaduna State facility. It's located within the Soba Tomato Cluster in the Soba local government area of the state. The manufacturing of specialized machinery for tomato paste production is ongoing and is expected to be commissioned within the first quarter of 2022. We have a Kebbi State facility located in Benin Kebbi, also in Kebbi State. The facility will provide 2 lines of rice milling machinery to assist rice farmers to also mill their rice and benefit more from the rice production value chain. Equipment manufacture has also been completed, with the facility expected to be commissioned in the first quarter of 2022. Ogun State also has a shared facility. This is to be located within the popular Adire market in Abeokuta in Ogun State at the request of the state government. Under the scheme, works on upgrade of internal infrastructure will commence in January of 2022 and is expected to be completed in April 2022. Ebonyi also has a facility located within the Uburu Industrial Cluster in Uburu, Ebonyi State. Machines are being produced for the production of various types of footwear and leather works for shoemakers in Ebonyi State. Kano also, the Kano metropolis of the state, where we have a shared facility for various types of footwear and leather works for shoemakers in the state. Katsina State also has a facility for tomato farmers within the state, and production, of course, of machinery is going on there. This facility, the facility in Katsina is expected to be commissioned also in the second quarter of 2022. So many other states. Ekiti State has a cocoa farmers facility, and of course they are meant to process cocoa and cocoa flour, and we expect that this facility will be commissioned also within the coming year. Bauchi State, so many states. Bauchi State has its own facility in Azare, which is for groundnut provision, for groundnut processing. It's a modern groundnut oil milling plant, and the facility is also expected to come on stream early next year. The facility that we just commissioned today, about an hour and a half ago, is the 4th to be commissioned in the country. It is a facility strategically located beside the Amakohia market, considered to be one of the most important markets within the metropolis, and of course is along the famous Olu Road, which is one of the most important commercial areas within the city. It's a well-equipped facility for the shared use of those who are involved in the production of various garment wares and clothing items. It has special facilities that enable it to be a one-stop garment production center for end-to-end production of various types of clothing items. The facility comprises about 200 world-class, both manual and fully automated fashion equipment, and it will provide service for 350 small businesses daily and 110,000 each year. It will enable fashion businesses. It will enable fashion businesses within the Owerri metropolis and environs to carry out several tailoring activities, including straight sewing, weaving, hemming, embroidery, monogramming, screen printing, and heat. The monogramming facility is particularly important because it enables those who want to use the monogramming facilities either to make t-shirts or caps or face caps to be able to do several thousands in one day. These facilities are not available in most parts of the country, and many of them are made available here. The idea is to improve the quality of locally made clothing items, improve household income for local tailors, and create jobs, and create access to high quality and modern machines. I think that it will also improve the contribution of tailors to the revenue of the local and state and federal governments as a whole. But let me commend His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, and his team for their commitment to improving the lives and opportunities available to the good people of this state. This partnership with the federal government is an excellent example of the way that a state government should work jointly with the federal government in order to benefit the people of the state. The federal government and federal resources belong to all Nigerians. Each state is entitled to seek partnership with the federal government to better the fortunes of their own people. In April, I was here to commission several road projects, including the famous 3-kilometer-long Dick Tiger Road, a road covering more than 10 streets, including the Dick Tiger Street itself. And its commissioning solved the problems of flooding in that neighborhood. Only a few weeks before I came, the President commissioned virtually 2 major road projects, the World Bank to Federal Secretariat Road and the Azomta to General Hospital to Port Harcourt Road. In September, the President came personally to commission some roads in this state. Of course, since then, there have been several commissioning of infrastructure projects. This is the value of good, purposeful government. The only way to provide good jobs and a decent standard of living for our people is by providing good infrastructure to enable them to do their work and to run their businesses unhindered. This aligns with Mr. President's own belief that the building of roads, rail, power, digital technology, and other infrastructural assets must be the first priority for economic development. And in this, we have no choice. Africa's largest economy can only provide opportunities for its huge population if it runs on modern infrastructure. And this is why the President has prioritized infrastructural development and has brought some key projects under special funding arrangements. For example, the second Niger Bridge, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the Abuja-Kano roads are all under, these are all under the special funding arrangement under the Presidential Infrastructure Development Fund. The funds are provided and managed by the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority. The federal government is focused on providing Nigeria with providing every Nigerian with good paying source of livelihood. This means providing a favorable environment to do business and a safe and secure environment. And as we work assiduously towards this objective, we call on you, the great people of this state, to stand with the state government and the federal government in achieving these objectives. This land on which we stand today is yours as Nigerians. We have no other land to call our own. We must never allow this land to become unruly or ungovernable. We must do our best to ensure peace. This is the only way to eat of the bountiful fruits of this land that God has given us. Your Excellencies, honored guests, it is my very special pleasure, therefore, to officially hand over the fashion cluster, the shared facility in the Amakohia local government, Amakohia market, to the chairman of the local government administration. We have already commissioned it, so we are now officially handing it over to him. And it's also my special pleasure to officially open the Imo State MSME Clinic and the 29th National MSME Clinic. Thank you very much. God bless you.